lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow, I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt the glow. The warmth inside me kept me afloat. It felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. My best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. They gained an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me for good. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend. Lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow, I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt the glow. The warmth inside me kept me afloat. It felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. Best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. The gained an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me through. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're driven.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?
Am I supposed to be able to hear music and stuff from this stream? Oh.
And we're live, ladies and gentlemen, once again for OFC Fight Night 6. Obviously, yesterday we had some issues with the audio, and we do apologize for the inconvenience there. Before I introduce the cards, I'd just like to hand it over to ATB quickly, just so he can explain what actually happened. So yeah, ATB.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so I want to apologize for yesterday event, because I know a lot of people, they maybe they had something to do and they keep it free to watch us, and we couldn't go on yesterday because it was really bad for quality. We want to provide the best experience possible for our viewers, because we are not looking to do fights. We are looking to do fight in a good way, and that's why today we raise our audio quality, we raise our video quality, and we are ready to give you a big show, because this card is gonna be something else, something very good. So I'm gonna back to you, Lucy. You can go. I'm just apologizing to anyone.
So yeah. Just hopefully that clears up any confusion from yesterday if we weren't clear enough. But regardless, we are back. We're better than ever. Hopefully we still have some really good audio quality. So yeah, on with the prelim card now. Fight 1 is an Xbox fight at welterweight. It's against Cams and ICB Pigeon. The next fight in the PlayStation division is 2 Australian prospects, Traps and OG Flash, fighting at bantamweight. Fight 3 was originally meant to be an Xbox fight, but unfortunately the 2 competitors in that division couldn't do their fight for some reason, so we replaced it with Raw Pappy versus Grom, who were originally meant to be on the on-air card. But we feel like this fight will bring the best performance, so we decided to put that on the prelims. The 4th fight in the PlayStation division is Giro Cal versus STK Cole at women's bantamweight. This is one of 2 women's bantamweight fights that will be on this card today. And the 5th and final prelim fight in the Xbox division will be Brady versus TM Pip at middleweight. Heading over to the main cards, ladies and gentlemen. It's an all PlayStation affair. We got TM Dreco Banger and Perp Jitsu at featherweight. Fight 7 is against Josh and NN Stoyan at women's bantamweight. Fight 8 is SVG Loginov versus TFA Top Gun. Fight 9 is Gotham versus NBK Vuk at lightweight. Fight 10, the main card's headliner, is STK Diaz versus ICB Demon at flyweight. Then we head over to the co-main event. We got Raw Ute versus myself at middleweight, and then the main event of the evening, the fight that is really special. Probably most likely decide the #1 contender for Raw Bacon's first title defense. It's ZATOX versus Carter at bantamweight. What an absolute stacked event that we got, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm just going to hand it over to Perp, who's going to be one of our commentators today. So Perp, what do you think about the card in general?
I cannot say enough about this card, man. Top to bottom, it is stacked. You got Raw Ute versus Raw Lucci in the co-main, the Diaz and the Vittori pick, and then you got the main event right there, Carter and ZATOX. Carter coming off a big win over Nas in a different league. It's going to be very exciting to see who is going to be coming up next against Raw Bacon. So, yeah, man, Vaughn, what do you take away from this card?
The card looks pretty good all around. I like the MBK Vuk and Gotham fight. That looks like a pretty good fight. And then you got Draco and Jitsu. That's a good fight. Everything on this card it looks really good. Everything.
Yeah.
One
Yeah,
introduce.
anyway,
Sorry.
The first fight of the evening, obviously at Xbox with Cams versus Pigeon. Cam's going with the Matt Hughes pick, which is quite interesting to me actually, because Pigeon, like, although I've not seen him around too much, like I do know that his fight style is very good. You know, he's very good anywhere he goes, and he's gone with the all classic Nate Diaz pick. So two quite OG picks going into this fight. I'm obviously expecting Cams to wrestle with that pick of his, but at the same time, Pigeon has the submission threats with Nate Diaz, so it might be quite a grapple-heavy matchup, or we could see really good striking at hands. But yeah, either way, let's get the first fight started.
Yeah, which as you were talking about, the Matt Hughes and the Diaz pick here. You got the quick hands of Diaz, and that's sick. 1-2 of Diaz, but you can't sleep on Matt Hughes's decent punch power and punch speed. I think he has 4-star striking all the way around. So if it does stay on the feet, he has the ability to stick in there and strike with Diaz if he needs to, and also he has the ability to go to the ground. And as someone that's more versatile in the ground department, Vaughn, what would you expect to see, from a wrestling match?
Yeah, hopefully Matt Hughes has that high 98 takedown, and then if he does get the takedown, Diaz is good off of his back. He has the rubber guard. He has a bunch of subs. So there's the shot already. Denied. Couple of knees.
Beautiful takedown denial there to start that off, to make sure you're starting the match off right and everything. And these guys are coming out swinging too.
Yeah, like Diaz, he's throwing out that jab. There's another shot.
And he gets it down into half guard, already in a dominant position. And then, this is somewhere where Matt Hughes could do a lot of damage. I probably don't know the rating, but are you familiar with his his ground striking, Vaughn?
I think it's about like a 94, 93. It's pretty high.
Yeah, so Diaz will need to watch out for that, and the all dangerous rubber guard that he gets. And man, if he gets one denial,
and he gets out.
Yeah,
he's going for it again. He gets it.
He is determined to get this denial into this rubber guard and get this sweep over into side control. And if I'm Matt Hughes right now, I'm banking on that rubber guard transition, so I'll be trying to deny that.
That's a good denial from side control. A couple elbows coming in.
Yeah, very tough denial in its own right there. I forget. I can't even remember what denial that's called, but a very sneaky one, very quick one to get. So
he's in the mount.
Yeah, this could be bad.
He denies the first one.
Sorry, I'd just like to quickly butt in real quick. Please keep the Twitch chat clean and PG. Like, really, we have no room for any, trash talk or whatever. Please keep it clean so we can all enjoy the great fights that we have tonight. Thank you.
I like that fake mount he's doing, and he gets mount again. And
I'm obviously not as versatile on the ground as Vaughn himself, but nice denial, fakes right there into the transition that he wanted to get into. So beautiful work right there.
Postures up. Oh, yeah, he's landing.
Yeah, this is where Hughes can do his work right here on the ground, and that's what I think he needs to focus on. Because I think that Diaz has that high submission D, so Matt Hughes needs to rain down some ground and pound right here, and he needs to be building up that grapple advantage while he's sitting in the guard of Diaz here.
Yeah, and he denies the first rubber guard.
Out of like the first 7.
if I was just gonna stall out here, I think Diaz might have got that round.
Yeah,
Just off of control.
Yeah, very tough round to decipher right there, though. And, you know, man, a lot of ground action. Nobody really landing really any big significant strikes. So it's going to be interesting to see what reads have been made and how they come out here in the second and show respect, touch gloves, and here we go.
Yeah, they're swinging already.
Yeah, nice little slip, little straight right there.
There goes the shot, double leg bail. He's waiting for him to make a move. He pushes him. Good decision.
And pulls guard. This, you know, if he knows what he's doing, whenever someone pulls guard on me, Vaughn, you know, I automatically get nervous. I know you probably don't, but that's just something I do not like.
Yeah, you don't see too many. Yeah, you don't see too many players pull guard very often.
Yeah, man, especially, if you got a heavy grappler and then they pull guard on you and let you have the dominant position on the ground, you know they're confident and you know that they have a plan. So something always dangerous to look out for there. And immediately Hughes getting out of that rear naked choke scenario right there. Diaz has the back right here, raining down some shots.
And it looks like Diaz is having the advantage on the transitions because every time Matt Hughes is taking him down, he'll get the takedown, but Diaz is always, you know, finding a reversal or something, you know. He has no stamina. He has to be careful for that knee bar.
Oh, yeah. He drained himself out on the ground and pound, and wisely ICB Pigeon Scout goes for the rolling knee bar right here.
This isn't looking good.
Y'all, the stamina is completely down. We all know how. Did he give up? Oh, no, he's trying to fake him out. He's trying to do all he can to get out, but it is going to be over. ICB Pigeon with the outstanding knee bar submission, snuck it in there on Matt Hughes. Vaughn, what's your takeaway from that fight, man?
I mean, that was a great fight. I mean, you saw Matt Hughes getting the takedowns, and then every time he'd get him down, he wasn't able really to do much. You know, Diaz kept sweeping him, and I like what Diaz was doing. Good submission, second round, knee bar, no stamina. It was over.
Yeah, man. In my opinion, man, I think Pigeon definitely went into that second round with a plan, seeing that Hughes wanted to make it a ground match and was going to, take away that striking of Diaz right there. So, but Diaz coming in clutch, you know, in real life the other day with a beautiful submission win over Tony Ferguson. Now he comes in with the rolling knee bar here in OFC for the very first win in the Xbox division of OFC. Now we move over to Traps versus OG Flash in the Bantamweight division. Cody versus Song Yadong. This should be an interesting one, Vaughn.
Yeah, I like this matchup. You know, Cody comes in with that high power, and then, you know, Song is pretty much, you know, he's a good striker, but he has a little bit of ground game as well. So does Cody, so it'll be a good matchup. We'll see how this one plays out.
We're going to have to see, though, if Song Yadong can take advantage of that chin that Cody does not have.
Yeah, I think he has like a 87 chin. 86.
I believe it is an 86. Anybody in chat, you know, feel free to correct me or run or what. I think it's 86 or 87, yeah. Coming out here, though, he goes low. Yeah, goes low and catches him with the knee right there. But coming out here so far, not too worried about the chin is Traps right here. Coming in throwing on Song Yadong, you know. Beautiful front kick. Sorry, Vaughn, go ahead. I like
what he's doing here early. He's mixing up the body, he's going up top, and he's just pressing forward.
Yeah, man, I've fought Traps a couple times, man, and he is a very tricky person to strike with. I know he loves to grapple, so it's very interesting to see him pick Cody here. But I think this is a nice, clean boxing coming out here from Cody right now. You know, not taking too much damage on the head because, as we all know, you know, it doesn't take too much to put a Cody out. But he's firing away, using his volume to his advantage, and winning this fight right now because of it.
Yeah, and if you could tell, he's really targeting that body. He keeps going after the stomach, you know. So we'll see how that plays out as the fight goes on.
Yeah, and with a commentator, someone like you, Vaughn, you know, me and you, I think we both know the importance of going to that body, draining the stamina, draining the life from your opponent, and he gets the big hook there on the cage. Uh-oh. Instead of the ground and pound, it decides to...
that was interesting to just posture back down.
I don't really understand that. Maybe he was looking for the submission right there, you know?
Yeah, maybe he was. Maybe he didn't want to get the finish off the rock.
Personally, I have done that, looking for the submission at top mount, and then the fighter did not have a submission at a top mount, so...
Some good denies from Cody on top.
Yeah, as I say, you know, I've fought Traps a few times. He is mainly a wrestler, so it was very interesting to see him go with Cody here. But Cody in a safer position on the ground right now. If he can out-wrestle him, he does not have to... gets his back taken, though, but he does not have to worry about his chin getting hit too much if he's on the ground, unless he gets swept over in the top mount like this. This is not good for Cody.
And Flash has about 30 seconds to see what he could do with that.
Yeah, you know, if Flash could get into a dominant position, and good denial right there. And
into mount. He has 20 seconds to work.
Oh, yeah, if he can get into mount and get some good ground and pound or some elbows out of side control, he can do a lot of damage to Cody. But Cody stands it back up on that cage. Traps has the awareness to know that he cannot take those shots, and he makes it out of round one as, you know, he is winning this fight right now. So
yeah, I like what Traps is doing. I like what Traps is doing with the pressure. You know, the first minute he, like, pretty much, you know, was just putting it on him. And Flash, you know, got a minute of control time, but I don't think it's enough to win the round.
Ooh, dangerous game they're playing right there with the respect thing. Cody's jab could have knocked Song Yadong out right there, but it didn't, thank God. Oh, but he rocks him in the beautiful two body shots down there. So much going on right now, Vaughn. Hard to keep up.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Double knees. Cody electing to go for the leg kicks here in punching range, not, you know, can be very dangerous. One uppercut from Song Yadong or something. Oh, I thought that was about to be a flying knee KO.
And he rocks him. He sets him down again. Good teep to the body. He's really working that body.
He's doing a fantastic job of working it up high and down low. If you, you know, if you come and look at those health stats. But he is doing a magnificent job.
He's out. He's out.
I was just about to say he was doing such a good job of keeping him pressed up against that cage, and that is what ultimately won him that fight, the pressure on the cage, knocking out OG Flash. Beautiful finish, Traps. What is your takeaway from that fight?
Yeah, that's a good win for Traps, you know. Again, using Cody, you know, Cody has that low chin, so it's always like a risky pick, you know, like he has the high power, but you're also giving a trade for the chin, so I think it was a good win. You know, he came out early, rocked him, and then in the second round he came out early again, you know, and you see the result here.
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%. That was a beautiful exhibition right there by Traps, showing what he can do with Cody, showing that he's not afraid to take it to the ground with the boxer, showing that he knows how to use that type of fighter, keeping them pressed on the cage. But beautiful win for Traps. And OG Flash, keep your head up. You know you'll be back. But on to the next fight, the unaired one we brought up to the prelim card because it was that worthy. Raw Poppy versus Grom. In the featherweight division, my favorite, Anthony Pettis versus the Conor McGregor pick of Grom.
I would just like to say something about this fight quickly. Obviously, like, I watched all the unaired fights, so when I found out, you know, like, the third fight wasn't done, you know, I decided to watch it. But as soon as I saw this one and the ending of it, trust me, guys, you're going to absolutely love this. And if all of you are wondering, like, well, I'm not, fully commentating, obviously I had to do the matchmaking today. And the card will be announced at the end of this event. There'll be more information about that. But yeah, just pay attention to this fight. Honestly, it's an absolute banger. You'll all love it.
Yeah, man, this should be a great fight we're getting into, ATB, as we bring up the Raw Poppy versus Grom fight on here. What do you think about the Pettis versus McGregor pick here? What's the key to victory here, Vaughn?
I think the key to victory is, Pettis using those kicks. For Pettis, is going to be using those kicks, that 97 kick speed, 98 kick power. And then you have McGregor. Everyone knows McGregor is a meta pick, the best hands in the game. So I'm going to want to see Grom look to box, with Pettis. As Pettis not having so fast punch speed, I think he'd be able to win the boxing trades.
Yeah, 92 punch speed, 93 punch power, I believe. He does not want to get into the pocket and trade with Connor, but needs to use those kicks, needs to use his distance. So let's see if he does that here, and he catches him going low already.
Sits him down again. Let's see if we'll see some knees.
Yeah,
Tags him again on the way out.
Grom got caught trying to throw when he was hurt and got dropped again. So 2 quick drops right there by Poppy, to take. Oh, my goodness. The oblique to the spinning heel kick. And he is getting fancy here with Pettis, people,
firing back
with these 5-star traditional combos. Interesting, Vaughn, that Grom is in the orthodox stance with McGregor. Yeah,
he loses some of that power when you do that. I like what Raw's Poppy's doing here. He's coming out for the kill early. Question mark kick, misses, works the body.
Yeah, one thing about Grom going into orthodox, though, is whenever I use my Pettis, sometimes it might be a good idea for the opponent to go to orthodox so that my rear roundhouse can't go to your open side if I switch stance, which we all know Pettis has like a 97 switch stance. But another rock went down right there.
Yeah, he's going for that body.
Yes.
Yeah, and I like the pull that Grom's doing, but he keeps pulling. Grom keeps pulling a bit much, but and he rocks him.
Yeah, he gets inside in there with that hook and hurts him right there, but he eats a switch kick for his troubles right there. Yeah, he keeps pulling, like you said, Vaughn. He keeps pulling whenever he's throwing that lead roundhouse to the body. Not supposed to be a huge damaging kick, but is doing a lot of damage to the body right now.
Yeah, that body work from Pettis it's looking good, and you can already look at McGregor's gas tank. It's already halfway gone.
Yeah, and being a Pettis main, watching this fight, this is just an absolute masterclass in Pettis. This is what you have to do to a McGregor to really dominate. Oh, a beautiful 5-star traditional combo right there. The lead body into this spinning heel kick or spinning side kick.
He sits him down again. And that body kick is money. That body kick is really money.
Yeah, for everybody watching, sorry, this is just so hard to keep up with on commentary. And the lead body hook.
And he's going up and down, body head. This one might be over right here.
He has Grom absolutely, guessing for his life now.
And he survives.
Yeah, but one thing we know about McGregor's is it doesn't matter. I mean, really, how far you get their stamina down. If they throw that one right shot, it's over. So Raw Poppy needs to be aware of that.
Yeah, the first round was really fireworks. I mean, you see Poppy coming out here with the body work and the head work. He's mixing it up. He's going up high. He's going down low. I really like what he's doing, and I want to see Grom, block his body more and try not to pull back so often. It's kind of, I think Poppy is reading it.
Yeah, we'd love to see Grom do that, but is it too little, too late already? Coming in, he gets this rock right off of the beginning strike that he threw, and he hurts the body with the roundhouse. Oh, this is not good for Grom. And he is just getting fancy right here, Vaughn.
Yeah, you have to be careful doing that. You know, something like that you miss, and you know, if Connor lands on you with that 98 power, you know, it will be over.
Yeah, just like I was saying, ooh, he puts him down. But yeah, just like I was saying, you know, even with that low stamina, if you whiff a shot like that, you know, Connor still put your lights out just like that. And
Yeah,
Grom
that high accuracy.
Grom wisely getting off the cage right there, but eating kick after kick to the body, to the head. You never know where it's coming from right here, man. This is
Oh!
He pulled the tadpole special out. Oh, no.
Oh, man. That has to be knockout of the night.
Vaughn, I'm going to let you take that one, bro. What did you think of that one, man?
That has to be knockout of the night. I mean, we still have, you know, a bunch more fights to go, but that was insane. You know, that was like one of those TikTok clips you see when you're scrolling, you know. That was an insane knockout. Congratulations to the Poppy, and I'm pretty sure Grom will be back, you know. I liked what Grom was doing, but I think he just has to maybe slow down a little bit more in there.
I definitely think. Sorry.
I'm gonna say right now that was probably one of the best KOs, like at all in this league. I'm I don't know. I'm still so shocked about how Pappy performed in there. Like, I don't know whether maybe his potential performance of the night, KO of the night, maybe even fight of the night. Because even Grom was, you know, fighting back quite a lot. But, you know, obviously Grom did kind of get tired, and I think that stamina really, you know, takes like very little to him. You know, it was very detrimental at the end, and obviously got finished for it. But yeah.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful, man. That spin, that intentional 360 tornado kick miss into the spinning heel kick, the tadpole special. Shout out to EK Tadpole. I mean, that's just one of the best finishes you can get. One of the most beautiful flash KOs, I mean, that there is out there. But beautiful fight. But I think it is time to get into our women's bantamweight fight, Gyro Cal versus STK Cole. So, Vaughn, have you fought Cole, Vaughn?
Yes, I fought Cole. You know, he's a pretty good striker. You know, he's decent on the ground as well, so it's going to be cool to see how this matchup goes. I think I've seen Giro Cal fight actually as well. He seems pretty good, so this is going to be a good matchup. I think who is that, Anderson? Megan Anderson?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so this is going to be, you know, both of these ladies are tall, so it's going to be, you know, it might be a point fight we see here.
Battle of the reaches here, yeah, as, you know, HCB gets the fight pulled up for us now as we're getting into this. STK Cole in the red corner, Gyro Cal in the blue corner. They're in the Apex Arena. Smaller octagon here, so see if that is able to be put into play just a little bit, who knows. But right now we got respect coming from both people, and here we go. And you were not lying, Vaughn, about the reach. My goodness.
Yeah, they're both really tall, so I don't think it would go to the ground, but if it does, I'd be surprised.
And yeah, both these picks as well, I use quite a lot of them. You know, GDR and Megan Anderson, just because they're like very tall, rangy, you know, got the Muay Thai, the boxing, all that stuff. These two women are usually my 4-star women's bantamweight mains, so yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see, like, you know, can Giro Cal pull off some really good boxing combinations, and can Cactus Cole? Oh, shit!
Nice slip the front kick into a hook right there. Lucky it didn't drop him.
And they're firing. They're really just letting it go.
Both these fighters are boxers, correct?
Durandamy is a kickboxer.
Okay.
And I think Anderson is a balanced.
I do believe, if I am correct, I do believe Megan Anderson is a boxer. I don't fight in the women's weights as much. It's why, you know, it's a little hard for me to call right here. But, you know, beautiful, you know, Cal. I'm seeing some calculated striking from both people right here. They both have a plan, I believe. I think Gyro Cal needs to, attack the stamina a little bit more of Cole. And Cole really needs to be wary of all these high kicks he's throwing. One duck and the power of Megan Anderson could put him out.
Yeah, and Gyro keeps throwing that body kick inside the pocket. It's not, oh, he gets a rock. Sits her down.
Beautiful sequence right there to get the rock and the drop. And that's four rocks and drops total already for STK Cole in this round. So, but he gets
caught her when
dropped
she
back.
went low. He caught her when she went low.
Was that a body rock? Or
it was
that
uppercut.
Okay. Yeah, then I also saw an uppercut to the body, and it was a hook or another uppercut to the body combo, which was a nice little finisher to that sequence right there. So nice damage done right there by Cairo to Cole.
Oh, a little pull war.
Yeah, pull counter right there by Cole, puts him down.
Might be it. But she survived. She survived that.
Yeah, when you got two people like this, that mainly want to be on the feet, Vaughn, what are you doing in this situation after you get on the ground?
I mean, since there was only 20 seconds left, I'm going to look to finish the fight, especially after that rock. But it looks like, I think Cole just probably wanted to secure the round and not, open herself up for anything.
Quick mention. Thank you to Tim Coldwater for subscribing at Tier 1. He's one of our mods in OFC, and it greatly means a lot to him, to us. So thank you for that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him. What a goat. For all the help we can take, we appreciate it. All the viewers, all the subscribers, and everything. But back to this incredible fight here.
Yeah, Megan is letting those hands go early.
Yeah, and I'm noticing a beautiful jab coming out from Gyro right here, man. Coming out from the second round, really.
And something I picked up from the first round is, Megan, she keeps throwing that body kick inside the pocket. I think she's gonna have to be careful with that if Cole picks it up. Throwing the body kick inside the pocket really opens yourself up to get either spam hooked or uppercutted.
Yeah, 100%, man. I definitely went through my trials and tribulations as a kickboxer. I've eaten them hooks going in for a body kick way too many times, more times than I want to account for. But Cole, is someone that will make that read. So he is going to have to be careful throwing those kicks coming in. Both of them look like trying to pull there, and they both canceled it.
Yeah, and I like what Cole is doing on the feet. He looks pretty. As I say that, he gets a rock. He mixed it up. He went low. He went high. He's looking for the finish. He might get it here. And that's it.
Absolutely beautiful finish for STK Cole, putting out Gyro Cal. Absolutely dominated the first round, came in the second with a plan, calculated it out, and executed. Beautiful fight, great win for STK Cole. What are your takeaways from that fight, Vaughn?
It was a little back and forth, but I think GDR had the advantage, Cole, STK Cole. But I liked what Gyro was doing, as you said earlier, he was working the jab well. But I just kept seeing him throw that body kick, the body roundhouse inside the pocket, and I noticed that Cole was tagging him up every time he did that.
Right. Yeah, maybe, Gyro from here on out, maybe utilize, if you're going to use a distance fighter like that, utilize your teeps and your side kicks and your stuff like that instead of a body kick, create that distance for those hands. But either way, beautiful fight from both people. We saw some great boxing on both sides. But we are getting into our second ever Xbox fight in OFC. Brady, and we all know Brady versus TM Pip. This right here should be a fantastic fight. Kevin Holland versus Kamzat. So a virtual rematch of what just happened. So,
yeah, that didn't go too well for Kevin Holland when they fought,
Yeah,
man, pretty quick. But I like this matchup. I like Kevin. He has Oh, something happened.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it's just at the beginning of the fire replay, so it's all
Oh,
good.
okay.
Vaughn,
Okay.
did you see the calves? The calf, the creative fighters.
Yeah, I saw the calf. I saw the Justin Bieber hair.
But yeah, one thing I'd like to point out as well. Obviously, it's a UK versus USA matchup, so the ping is going to be quite high. And Pip, as we all know, he is a really good grappler. I think Brady as well. Like, he's also good at striking and grappling, but it's quite clear from Pip's pick that he's going to be really trying to grapple a lot in this fight, I think. And it's just, can Brady, adapt to that kind of, higher latency? Can he deny more of these takedowns or whatever? Just really have to see, actually. But yeah, I'll hand it back to you, commentators.
Yeah, it's definitely something to learn on. When you start grappling on high ping, it gets a little, it's different. If you haven't grappled on high ping, it could be a problem for you. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure Brady has grappled on high ping, so he should be fine. It's the classic striker versus wrestler. I want to see if Pip's gonna, look for that takedown early and secure the round, look for the finish. And he gets the takedown already.
We might want to mention, Brady, a former ESFL competitor in himself, so watch out for what he might pull out in this match right here. He did just get taken down off the rip, but he is no stranger to the ground, and he gets him in that rubber guard.
Yeah, nice rubber guard. And he's stat guard.
One thing about Brady is a lot of people might panic right here, but Brady's definitely, I think he's not going to panic if he gets in a tight situation.
That's good denials from both guys right there. That is really good. A lot of those denials from that feet on hips position, it can get a little tricky for a lot of players, and they both denied both of them. So that's especially on the ping. Yeah, it's sort of like a pre-denial, when the ping comes into issue.
Oh, the denials in the rubber guard. This could be bad.
Oh, he's letting elbows go.
Oh man, I would love to have saw a submission, but
this is a good Kimura.
A good time to throw it into after he gets two denials in the rubber guard, forces him to transition, waste that stamina, and then gets good submission D by TM Pip right there. And right now, it looks like TM Pip's keeping this fight where he wants it. Brady, obviously, with the Kung Fu specialist, Kevin Holland, would love to get this up to the feet, I believe. But right now, Kamzat keeping it comfortably on the ground for himself. Vaughn.
Yeah, and I like that denial from Kamzat. I want to see where he's going to... Okay, and he gets into side control. He's giving him the fake sprawl, and he denies the second one. That's a good denial right there. And he went sprawl again. He gets the side saddle.
And I personally, that is one of the denials I hate the worst trying to deny is sprawl on high ping. It is just so tough to deny. But here... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say he's looking to get up, get the better position for his back. But no, he's letting the shots go.
Yeah, and he's up right here for the last minute of this round. So what is Brady going to do right here with Holland for the last minute on the feet? Can he make up for some of this lost time?
Yeah, this is a close round because, Kamzat did take him down, but, Holland, he has, I don't know if you guys know, but when you go into rubber guard, you actually get control time. So even though he took him down, Kevin Holland is going to get that control time because he had him in the rubber guard.
Yeah, all the viewers that didn't know that is why, death kick right there might have counted, might not have because of the bell. We don't know. But, for the viewers that don't know, that's why we talk about the rubber guard being so dangerous is it does massive damage, and you take the control time away from the person in the top position, which can be very, very dangerous for the person in the top. But either way, we're coming out here in a second, and I would love to see Brady keep this standing in a second and get this round back.
Yeah, I'd like, to see the teep kicks, the jabs. And he's going for that body. I like that body work he's done. He did 3 in a row straight to the body.
Yeah, and that third one was
the shot.
He made sure he slipped on that third one so he didn't get uppercutted. But gets taken down for his trouble to Kimura fakes into full guard right here. Into the rubber guard.
That's big for Brady, and he gets the top mount. He gets the top mount transition.
Oh man, yeah. He saw Pip there waiting. Pip probably weary. Pip probably weary of trying to transition so quick out of that rubber guard after the last round, and which gave Brady the opportunity to get that top mount sweep right there. So now Brady in the dominant position himself, but gets his back taken by Kamzat. This is not good.
Yeah, and Kamzat stays on top after he transitioned the backside, and I'd like to... Oh, okay, he rolls to guard. I think he's going to look for that rubber guard.
Yeah, you know, this is the second fight that we've had rubber guards coming in like this, and, you know, you got to deny the rubber guard people.
Oh, big shots.
Big shots coming down from that stack guard, and we know how bad those can be. Oh, an up kick. You don't see those that often.
Yeah, you don't. That might have given him the round so far for, you know, the halfway point. Those are some big shots.
Yeah, that off kick as well was kind of like an FU to Pip, because obviously he's really grappling hard. I'm guessing Brady does not like being on the bottom quite a lot, but yeah, it's a very interesting fight so far. Obviously, I'm obviously liking Brady using the rubber guard. I myself am really liking the rubber guard as well. I'm getting good with those denials, so.
Yeah.
So I thought really great matchup.
I can say, you know, really how impressed I am with TM Pip right here, going up against a tough competitor like Brady and holding his own right here.
And if you guys don't know, when you're the guy on the bottom, when you're the guy on the top, whatever hand the bottom guy has his head, you got to deny to that way. Whatever. If he has his hand on the head, you have to deny left. If he has his right hand on his head, you deny right. It's like a little cue for you.
The little things you gotta watch whenever you're on the ground looking for those denials. Go ahead, Vaughn.
Yeah, because I see, you know, Brady's having a lot. Oh, he sits him down. That's a good rock. I see Brady has a lot of, you know, success. There's another death kick. He has a lot of success with that rubber guard, and I don't think Pip knows the denial, the denial cue for that rubber guard transition. All you have to do is watch the hand.
Yeah. It's also a very quick transition as well. I mean, if you have the grapple advantage, it can be swept over into rubber guard very quickly. But yeah, you know, after so many times, you gotta expect it's gonna be coming. But he slips into a hook right there, and you know, I'm thinking Pip has this 2-0 right now, so Brady's got to do something, Vaughn.
Yeah, yes, and he denies it. That's a good denial. Coming out of
it's almost like it was live and he heard us.
Yeah. Just all you have to do is watch for that hand, and it should be an easy denial. But I like what Pip's doing. I think he's up 2-0 as well, like you said, and he sweeps him. That's a good sweep. He's going to need to, you know, look for some big damage here. I think he's down 2 rounds.
Yeah,
he gets the mount.
He gets the mount, though, yeah. But if this does go to judges, you know, I think part of the judges' score is based off of damage. So if you're looking at the health right here, we obviously know Pip is in the lead. But Holland ran good denial right there. He denied that submission, and that was going to be a crucial submission attempt for Brady.
Yeah, and he gets the full guard from side control. That's a good transition. You know, keep yourself safe. But I think I need to see Brady do a little bit more on the bottom because he's down 2 rounds, and, you know, he has to look for a finish.
Yeah, you know, I think he's gotten a little bit too comfortable on the ground there with Kamzat, trying to maybe outclass him on the ground when he should have been focusing on getting it up to the feet. Because right now Brady's head is blinking, and, you know, a lot of death kicks coming from Brady right here. And to me, whenever someone throws many death kicks like that, it's a sign of desperation. It's a sign of, I know I'm losing and I need to get this win, like get that crucial rock back. So
yeah, and he's landing big shots from from the top. And I think also on the feet, Kamzat's having a lot of success because he's threatening with that takedown. So, the hands start to drop when you're going against a grappler, and, you kind of open yourself up for some headshots.
Very true. And Vaughn, take it for just a second. I do have to step away for just a second.
And they're back up. And Kamzat's using that jab. He's always tagging him up. That head is blinking. Ankle pick.
Nice takedown as well from Pip. I'm just gonna fill in for Perp once he comes back, but good denial both good denials from both men.
Yeah, and there's only 20 seconds left. I think he's just gonna ride this out and secure the W. It should go to
crucifix position. Gets out of it. And goes, probably just a waste of time, but...
Oh, and he quits. He quits.
That was quite weird when I, saw that replay, but for anyone who wants to know, it was Pip by decision. He sent me the 5 stats for each round, so it looks like it was 29-28. Just because Brady actually landed more of the significant strikes. So just being lenient, I gave Brady the first round, but I think it was Pip 29-28. Watching that fight, but anyway, before we head on to the main card, I would just like to actually talk about the the unaired card fight. So let's just have a quick look at the graphics for that.
I am back now, by the way, but go ahead there, Lucci.
Oh yeah. So anyway, some really good fighters. A lot of them making their debuts. Some of them are already fought here once or twice. But I'm just gonna go over each of the fights. So for our first unaired fight, it'll be TM Capex versus TM Sado. And Sado is the guy who's currently gifting out tier 1 subscriptions to everyone on chat. So massive shout out to him. And also quickly before we move on, a shout out to Gancho and the ECA for tuning into this live card. So anyway, fight 2 is Jay Duffy versus Kyle. Fight 3 is Alex versus Amazon. Fight 4 is Monkey God versus Espinoza. Fight 5 is G-Man versus TM Mud. And fight 6 is Bounty versus Death Welder. And I'm looking at the first fight, to be honest. Like, we both know, Capex, he's performing quite well in the ECA if you've seen any of his fights live. And Sado is an OG in what used to be known as Cage Rage. And for him joining the star team and possibly even the commentary team, it's just a massive help to us. Perp, what do you think of these fights? Like, what fights are you most excited to see fight finish or whatever?
I'm not too familiar with their opponents, but there's 2 names on here that I'm really paying attention to. It's Amazon, which is because Amazon is one of the people, he has made some of the biggest improvements in his game that, over time that I've seen a lot of people make ever, in this game. He has become a phenomenal fighter. Then you got Monkey God over there, not really liked by a whole lot of people, but he is a talented fighter and someone that's going to need to be looked out for coming up on the rankings. Vaughn, what do you take away from these unaired?
Yeah, I see on the top left, I see Keepex. I know he's a really talented fighter. I'm not sure the guy he's fighting. I'm not too familiar with him. And then I also see TM Mud. That's a familiar name. Someone I fought in ECA. I think he has a lot of room to grow. He kind of he comes with the trash talk, so he's gonna sell the fight. And then another name I see is one of my boys, Death Welder. He's a pretty, all-around talented kid, so we'll see what he could do.
Shout out to Death Welder from myself, too, as well. I run into him on rank quite a lot, and it's always a pleasure to fight him. Great fighter he is. Go ahead, Lucy, sorry.
yeah, I can't relate for the rank thing. I've just given up with that. Like, I'm always stuck below Division 10 because all my opponents are quitting. But anyway, we're going to go into some highlights of the fight. We're going to be showing the finishes, but yeah, we'll leave it at that.
It looks like, you know, Bounty is in the red gloves right here, getting submit Def Welder, putting on the submission. Oh, well, I don't know if I'm even supposed to be talking.
Pretty good job defensively thus far.
Great job defensively.
Just digs into the body.
Shots from every part of himself, and now he's got his opponent hurt.
Goes down again. Oh, massive knee to the body. That can't feel good. All right, so the fight goes. Connection rate starting to dip a little bit here. DC landing with 40% accuracy now against. Oh!
So yeah, everyone, just some great finishes there. And you know, the good thing about the on-air cards, if you're a debut fighter, like if you build your record up in a couple of these on-air cards, you know, I'm more likely to obviously put you onto a live card. But at the same time, you know, some really good finishes there. You know, Sado again, his first win. Amazon coming back from his recent loss to become 2-2. He might get onto the live cards again. And G-Man as well, getting the win too on his debut, as well as Def Welder. So, you know, some good potential candidates to becoming a top 15 PlayStation fighter. But anyway, let's move on to the main cards, ladies and gentlemen. And wow, this is absolutely stacked. We've got obviously Dreco and Perp Jitsu fighting. So Perp will be commentating this fight. Then we got Josh and Stoyan, Loginov and Top Gun, Gotham Vuk, Diaz and Demon, then myself against Ute, and then it's finally ZATOX and Carter. So let's just quickly head on to the first fight, the main cards. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, you know, you're going to commentate this fight, but we'll talk about this fight a little bit after Vaughn and Lucci, and you will see why.
So it's going to be a featherweight, Anthony Pettis versus Dustin Poirier. This is going to be
a good matchup.
Yeah, this is going to be quite interesting as well because I think Dreco's Poirier. So can Dreco utilize the 5-star boxing that Poirier has, or will Perp be able to really use his Anthony Pettis main quite well? As we know, Perp really likes to use Anthony Pettis quite a lot. And Herb Dean gets the first round started. And already Dreco is getting some boxing combinations off, but Perp does land that spinning body kick, which kind of stumbles him.
I want to see Draco, you know, work those hands. Oh, and as soon as I say that, he sits him down.
A nice little takedown as well.
And
Gets
he's looking
into
for the
full
finish
guard
early.
position. Already, he could definitely get it, but just didn't have quite enough steam. That was interesting to see what both men have on the ground. Obviously, it's an all-American affair, so the ping's going to be quite good. But what a way to get into top mount.
Yeah, good slip by Perp.
And more
and he's letting him go.
Perp tries to get up. You know, that get ups like that is really, you know, really risky. It can drain a lot of your stamina. And again, into a ground and pound position.
Yeah, he's making him pay for, you know, following him down there. And he gets right back up.
Yeah, obviously with ground and pound as well, you don't want to be missing too many shots because, you know, it can be easily sweepable. But these two guys are trying to, I guess, you know, find their range. Obviously, Draco wants to be up in Perp's face, but then Perp wants nothing to do with Draco's boxing. So it's going to be quite smart to use those teeps like he just has. You know, try and keep their range. Try not to also whiff on these shots because I don't think Anthony Pettis has the best cardio. So, good flying knee though. Does a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's a good flying knee, and they're both looking to work the body. And you would expect that from Pettis. You know, he has that super high stat for the kicks.
Oh, he's getting quite... His head health is getting slowly drained at the moment. Now, for Draco right now, I think, you know, he shouldn't be going for these high kicks when they're, you know, thrown completely naked. But if he can manage to set up some of these, you know, high head kicks, body kicks, you know, it can really, you know, catch Perp off guard. Oh, yeah. And another thing as well, sorry to interrupt. He's missing a lot of these massive, you know, spinning kicks, which will really be detrimental to his long-term stamina even. But and he's rocked his body. Could have gone knockdown there though, but I think it was quite smart to not, you know, follow it up.
Yeah, and these guys are both. Yeah, they're both throwing spinning kicks.
Yeah. Both the stamina is kind of lacking at the end of the first round. How do you score that one?
I think I would have to give the edge to, I would say Pettis. I think Jitsu got that round. In my opinion.
We did get that knockdown though, but which could pay dividends to Draco. And we just saw the stats real quickly. I think, actually Draco actually outlanded him for the significant strikes and the total strikes, but
so that would probably actually go to Draco then, actually.
Quite interesting to see. But obviously UFC 4 judges, you know, they can't be a bit mental in the head.
Yeah.
But anyway, get the second round started in a bang.
It looks like
Perp,
the first... Sorry, go ahead.
I think Perp is doing a little bit better of a job, you know, working the body as well, but you just got to be careful at the hands of Dustin Poirier.
Yeah, you really do. Oh, and he has to be careful.
God, he's really rocked at the moment. You know, I think Draco's kind of taking his time, actually, you know, like, he understands that his stamina as well is kind of low as well, so maybe just picking off his shots, seeing what openings he has on.
Yeah, he is, and it's actually like, it's always a big risk, you know, when you go for those spinning attacks. Yeah, it's a high reward, but it's also a very high risk if you miss, like you just seen there.
Yeah, he's trying to go for that high kick as well, which I don't think he should be doing, but you know, maybe even if he wins or loses, could be one of the takeaways from the fight. You know, don't throw some of these. But he missed, but Perp misses that question mark kick, but Greco didn't capitalize.
Yeah, and you see Draco being a little bit more patient right now. And it looks like they're kind of just, you know, trying to fill each other out.
Nice little combination there from Burpee, really using Anthony Pettis' 5-star traditional combos. Gets in the clinch, a nice trip, yeah.
Nice trip.
Oh, it gets reversed.
I think we're going to see a sub right here. Yep.
Oh, he's trying it. Is it triangle armbar?
Yeah, it's a very strong submission, especially with, you know, Pettis has really high overall sub stats.
Yeah, but I think, yeah, Draco was going to escape that, and it was quite smart for Perp to, you know, release that grip. But, you know, it does show as well, both men do have some knowledge on the ground. You know, they know that their submission threats there, especially when the stamina is quite low.
Yeah, and I like how Perp, you know, he saw the stamina disadvantage and he jumped right into mount. You know, that's a good transition.
Yeah, nice easy get up from Draco there as Perp did kind of waste his stamina, but 10 seconds left of the second round. Slightly more close, but still Draco finally lands that head kick. That probably won him the round.
Yeah, that might have got him the round.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I was leaning towards more, you know, I thought it was going to be 1-1, but I think Pettis might have actually given up that round with that last 5 seconds, the high kick.
I wish we could see the stats as well, but obviously it is everyone's choice whether they do want to show the stats, but I think either way it is 2-0 Draco at the moment. So far I'm not seeing too much from both men to, you know, finish it off before the decision, but it still is quite close from both men.
Yeah, and you see kind of a sense of urgency from Pettis. You know, he's gonna look to get the finish here.
Yeah, and Draco pouring on.
Oh,
another heel kick lands, stuns him. Perp is loving these spinning body kicks as well to really knock off some of the body health of Draco.
Yeah, and it can get a bit confusing, you know, when he's spinning and he keeps going up, he keeps going low. It could get a bit confusing for the opponent.
Yeah, but I think, you know, he really needs to start reading a lot of these spinning kicks a lot better. Obviously, if you're finding an Anthony Pettis player who knows what he's doing, it can be very confusing and off-putting. But, you know, Draco is still in the fight. You know, he's got a couple knockdowns and won those 2 rounds. But Purpose really needs to find a finish now. Because if it does go to decision, I do think he will lose. But still, very close matchup. Still great fight, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think, Perp?
You mean Vaughn?
Oh yeah, Vaughn.
Yeah, I think right now I think it's 2-0 Draco, you know, and I need to see, you know, Pettis go for the finish here. He only has 2 more minutes to go. I think he should actually try to get like a body rock, you know, because his stamina is like Draco's stamina is down really bad.
Yeah, he does need to utilize that stamina advantage as well as, you know, how compromised Draco's body is. But at the same time, Perps. Oh, and another kick landed. Can he go for the finish now? He's in a really compromised position, Draco.
I like what he's doing. Yeah, he has to put it on him. He has 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, but still, anything can happen in 2 minutes. You know, we saw a long time ago Aldo getting knocked out by Conor McGregor in 13 seconds. You know, we saw Ben Askren getting knocked out in like, 5 seconds or so. Oh, yeah. A body stun as well. No, this is what Perp needs to use. He needs to use these really high level body kicks and stuff. And another body stun as well. But
I would like to see Draco go for a takedown or something because this isn't looking too good.
Yeah, he might get finished on the feet actually. Probably going for head kicks is not the smartest, but good trip. Tries to go for it, but that up kick.
Oh man, Pettis is putting it on him.
Could it be a little too late for Perp though? No, Draco is not going away. Oh,
sits him down.
Yeah, that body shot, man, absolutely crumpled Dreco. But that is a smart thing to do. Just stay on the ground to the end of the fight.
Yeah, that's a really close fight.
Was that enough? Was that enough to warrant a 10-8 though?
I think that was a 10-8. That was a 10-8 in my opinion.
But we have to see what the judges say. And Dreco gets the decision win. What a brilliant fight.
One thing I would like to say about, that fight that did happen, I thought I did enough in the third to come back and get the win. In total, I had like 8 or 9 rocks to his 3 or 4, but I guess those round 1 and round 2 really won in that fight. So good job, Draco.
Yeah, no wonder why you were wondering about the decision as well. And yeah, I'm seeing in the chat as well, 28-28 really. But I don't know, I think those 2 late knockdowns for Dreco really stole the fight for him. And it was good that obviously you were pouring it onto him in the third round. He was really in a compromised position. But yeah, very close decision actually.
It was a split decision right down the middle. But the EA judges are what they are. There's no draws here. I think in real life that fight could have been judged either way. I think it very well could have went my way and in another fight, But it is what it is. The judges are what they are. It was a fantastic fight from Draco. Nothing but respect to the dude. And, I just can't wait to get back to the octagon and redeem myself after that.
Yeah, and Draco, I think, goes 2-0 now, which will really do well for him trying to get into the rankings. So it'll be interesting for me to see, where can I match him up against. But anyway, I'll let Von introduce the 7th fight of the night, Josh versus NM Stoyan.
Yeah, and then we see the classic Valentina pick versus Cyborg, and we got STK Josh versus NM Stoyan. Stoyan is a really good striker, and Josh is a well-balanced fighter. So this is gonna be an interesting matchup. I like to see how this one plays out. This is a really good matchup.
Yeah, man, this is going to be a matchup of speed and quickness of the kickboxer versus the heavy hands of Chris Cyborg. And NM Stoyan likes his women weights. I've seen him fight a few times, and he's very, very good, with the Cyborg pick. But, I think this is the 5-star Valentina, or is it the 4.5?
It's the 4.5. Yeah, it's the 4.5 one because it's our women's bantamweight.
Yeah,
I like that even more. That makes this fight even more interesting. Can Valentina keep the distance back? Maybe wrestle Cyborg a little bit, or does Stoyan come in and flatline Valentina? This will be an interesting fight to see.
That's kind of sounding like a man knocking out a woman. But yeah, no. I just before we actually get into this fight, I would like to talk about Josh, as always known as. He's a very, very good pressure boxer. But Stoyan, he's reached his regular top 100 in the world. He came back at ACA as well. I think he got a victory, making him 2-1. And this is his debut fight as well. But with Josh, came off 2 unfortunate losses. One was kind of a lucky knockout, as he put it. So I'm just wondering if he can actually win today against Stoyan. And we all know Stoyan, man. If he can get that win today, that would be extraordinary. And I'm really hoping that Josh can really pull something out of the bag to get his first victory in OFC.
Yeah, man, no telling what it can do for your confidence to come out and get a debut win over Stoyan here in the OFC. In the women's division right here, both coming out swinging. Nice front kick there by Valentina. So, Vaughn, what's the keys to success for Josh here?
I think Josh has to, I think maybe fill it out on the feet a little bit and, look for a takedown because, Cyborg is she's too strong. She has that high power, and so does Valentina. Valentina is very good. on the feet as well. But if you can get Cyborg's gas tank low and start making her grapple a bit, work the stamina, I think he'd have a easier time on the feet when it gets back up.
Yeah, 100%. If it does go to the ground, I'm interested to see, if Stoyan can get that sweep or something and get into that massively brutal ground and pound we know Cyborg has. And another interesting fact, Josh I need to watch out for here is I've looked at the stats of Cyborg. Rock uppercut right here by Josh. Yeah, nice move right there by Josh. But every body shot by Cyborg is either a 3 or 4 or higher. So got to watch out for the body shot combos coming in from Stoyan and Cyborg. Let's see if she can sneak a couple in. Vaughn.
Yeah. And also, too, I mean, if Valentina can, start working the body a little bit, and I keep bringing up the cardio because, if you can get Cyborg's cardio down, it would really help him in the fight, towards the end of the third, towards the end of the second, and then leading into the third, it would really help him.
Yeah, and, for anybody watching Wonder Woman, we're always talking about cardio, stamina. It literally is your lifeline on this game. You take away their cardio, you take away their life pretty much. So, one of the most crucial aspects of this game is stamina management and how that plays out. But right now, both guys throwing in the combos, but doing fairly well, blocking, mixing in a little bit of head movement to not get that block broken. And I kind of like what Josh is doing here, being able to stand with Cyborg.
Yeah, I do like it. And you see the good deny from Stoyan, and I like what Stoyan's doing. Stoyan's kind of pressing forward, trying to get her out of there early. Good pullback to a straight.
Yeah, and Cyborg would be the type of fighter you would use if you were to want to come in and try to get someone out of there early. It wouldn't take very many shots, but Josh being calculated right here with his footwork and his movement to make sure he does not get caught by the ever so dangerous Stoyan.
Yeah, and if you can tell, I mean, Josh keeps throwing out that double jab, keeping her at bay, not letting Cyborg, have her own way with Josh, So I like how he keeps throwing out that double jab and keeping her away.
Man, another thing I've noticed Stoyan using that jab lead hook combo. I love that combo. It's a great feeling out combo, which is what I think both of these guys did the first round. As we see a lot of very high educated fighters do, I think they felt each other out, and I think we're going to see a lot more opening up right here in a second.
Yeah, and you can see, Valentina shot for the takedown again early, and it gets denied again. So, I mean, Valentina might want to be a little bit careful, trying to go for the takedown. You don't want to ever eat a knee or like an uppercut or something, and Stoyan knows now, Josh wants to grapple a little bit.
Yeah, and, Valentina does, I can't see it right now, but I, would be willing to bet that block is coming down as Cyborg is steadily tapping on it. So if I'm Valentina right now, Valentina does have that jumping back kick like I was using with Pettis, and she needs to use her side kicks and her teeps and really keep Cyborg back off of her right now because she looks like she has her guard up a lot more than she needs to.
Yeah, and then you just seen Josh go for a clinch. I think Josh's block is probably, taking some good damage because, the way he's fighting, it looks like he's gonna want to look for a takedown. He gets rocked.
Jab, rear hook combo, yeah, man. A nasty just 1-2 to eat, especially from someone like Cyborg like that. Josh is throwing in some nice lifts here, but just not able to land that crucial shot.
Yeah. And I like what Cyborg's doing. Cyborg's putting on the pressure, but Josh is, he keeps throwing out that jab, nice front kick into the body.
It's something just about fighters like Josh and Stoyan, and they just know how not to get hurt. But as I say that, he gets rocked. And he avoids that straight, which was gonna put him down if he got tagged with it. But yeah, man, two fighters right here. They're just good at not getting hurt. As I said that again, he gets hurt again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going for the finish. That
And
oh
that
yeah,
was
that power is just
beautiful.
showing.
Yeah, man, beautiful fight from Inin Stoyan. I believe he sat back the whole fight, was patient, calculated, and took his shot whenever he saw it. Vaughn, what's your takeaways from that fight, man?
I mean, I think the power ended up showing up. It's Cyborg has that 98 power, and she's probably the best power striker in the women's division, and it showed. And Valentina, she's a little bit shorter, so it's kind of hard. You're playing that rangy game with Cyborg. Cyborg's one of the bigger women on the game, so you're at
Big
a
woman.
disadvantage.
Yeah, Cyborg is a big woman, not someone I'd want to meet in a dark alleyway, that's for sure. But
Mandalay Silver in a dress.
for real, man,
Exactly.
for real. The woman is scary.
But yeah, I just want to say as well quickly, I know obviously we don't have like a grapple hard for or anything like that, but having, your opponent's hard hidden, please can you for everyone as well, please, if you're inviting the person, please have it shown as well, just so it helps the commentators, with their commentary, as well as, the viewers seeing exactly how much head health is gone or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. But anyway, I'll introduce this next fight, which is quite a good one, to be fair. It's going to be probably wrestle clinch heavy, just basing it off the picks. We've got SVG Loginov versus TFA Top Gun, welterweight. Colby Covington versus Leon Edwards, which might actually happen in real life, and if that does, I feel like Leon Edwards will get murdered. But this is a game, so you never know. Leon could actually knock out Colby, which might actually happen in real life. You never know. But we're talking about two guys who really know what they're doing. They're on the main card for a reason, and whoever wins could, if Top Gun wins, he might potentially get into the rankings, or Loginov might actually go further up. But we'll just have to see how this fight goes, and I'll just leave it to you and you two guys.
Yeah, man, definitely a interesting fight here with TFA Top Gun and SVG Loginov. SVG, normally a created fighter camp, but going with Colby Chaos Covington. Top Gun going with the recently buffed up, and I mean majorly buffed up, Leon Edwards, the new welterweight champ. I bought Top Gun in this league. I think that's my one win in this league, is against Top Gun, but he was a very tough fight, and this should be interesting, Vaughn. I mean, what do you see the keys to success here?
I mean, I'm not too familiar with Loginov, but Top Gun is a close friend, and I'm excited to see what he's gonna do here. He picked a striker, but Leon, like you said, he had that buff, and he's really good now on the ground as well, so he can kind of do a little bit of both. But for keys to victory, I want Top Gun, keep it striking, deny the takedown, and then for Colby, if he could put that pace on him, he has that 100 cardio, get the fight to the ground, look for the finish.
Yeah, man, that 100 cardio could come into play, and 4-star hooks, body and top all the way around for Colby Chaos Covington, see what he can do with striking. We all know Chaos Covington also is equipped with the crane kicks, the question mark kicks, flying knee. He's suited with all different kinds of moves in his arsenal. So, and I know the SVG camp loves their crane kicks, so be watching out for a Chaos crane kick special. But as they come out right here, are we going to see a touch of gloves? I think they tried, but they couldn't get it going. Vaughn, if you're Loginov, how long are you waiting to try to get this down to the ground? Not that fast. But anyway,
I would say if I'm Colby, I'm looking to shoot within under a minute. I want to get that control time. A lot of GMP. Because you don't really want to mess around with Leon on the feet. He has super good kick power, and he has those teeps, and he can be a bit much.
Yeah, man, and even his ducking roundhouse kick is like a level 4, and all his kicks up top are all very highly rated, and we just can't not think about this major buff that he did get, a champion's buff that he did deserve by defeating Usman, but it was so massive that it really put Leon up there with the metas of the game. And as I called it, there comes that crane kick from SVG logging off.
Yeah, and Kobe actually has decent hands. He can strike a bit. He could put the pace on.
100%. Man, yes, and that is it's interesting to see him go for that takedown again.
Oh, we got a Gilly.
We have a denial into a Gilly, but he cancels it smartly.
Yeah, you don't want to lose position. Oh, and
Chaos's Covington's punches not very highly rated. His hooks are 4 stars. Everything else is either a 1 or a 2 star, but you just have to account for the volume that he can produce. And, if you're attacking the body of someone like a Covington, that 100 cardio, it's going to be harder to drain that cardio away. So you might want to be looking to go up top here. I don't know. But as we're on the ground, gets into half guard, Vaughn, what are you seeing on the ground right here?
What
are you seeing that's going on the ground right here that is giving logging off the advantage?
I mean, I think he's just getting those good denies. He's looking to sweep. He's not looking to just let Leon, lay on top of him. He's looking to move. He's staying active on the bottom. So, I mean, you can see him having success with, getting the sweeps.
Yeah, and almost a beautiful question mark kick came in right there. Nice clinch work.
I like the clinch work. He's landing big shots.
Yeah, and I don't think Leon wanted to back up to that cage, but he was eating shots to avoid that. So got to be watched out for here, especially when Covington has you on the cage and he has that cardio that he can produce. He can throw massive amounts of shots at you on that cage, and you're gonna have to do something to get out of the way.
Yeah, and that was a good round by Covington. I think I'd give the slight edge to Covington. I think it'd be 1-0 Covington so far.
Yeah, the fight stats, as the judges would per se right there, I think that definitely went to Covington. But very close match coming into the second. So anything could happen right here, anything at all. So let's see if these guys were making reads in the first, if they already let loose. Let's see how they come out here.
Quick shout out as well to Bonebreaker. Staff manager at the ECA, top guy. And thank you for tuning into the fights, man.
Yeah, shout out Bonebreaker, man.
Love to have Bonebreaker in here, helping out with staff and, coming in and bringing in the views. Love to have everybody in here watching right now. We really appreciate it. But these guys are striking right here. Logging off is showing he's not afraid to strike and using that striking to set up that big takedown right there.
Power single, yeah. You like to see that takedown. You get a good amount of damage, too, to the body as well. You can get KOs from that takedown.
Yeah, man. This can be bad for Top Gun right here. You got put in crucifix, side saddle. 1 or 2 good denials right here could, get him the W, but good denial right there by Top Gun to keep him off his back even more than he already has it.
That's 2 good denials coming from Top Gun. I like to see that from, Leon from the bottom, but he gets his back. He gets the deny into full guard.
I think he just denied the armbar right there, and that's people are usually looking to deny the rear naked choke. So to deny the armbar, it shows you that he does have good denials. He is paying attention to the cues that he has to pay attention to on the ground to get those denials. And SVG Loganoff, I think, being a little more cautious here with his transitions.
Yeah, I think he's looking to just secure, control time because, I'd like to see Leon, try to get up. I want Top Gun to be more active on the bottom because I think he's down this round as well. So he should maybe look to get up soon.
Nice feint right there, but still gets denied by Top Gun. Yeah, I think so far, Loganoff is winning in this second round so far, but he likes to stand it up. Top Gun needs to make something happen here.
Yeah, they're trading a bit now. He looks for that question mark kick.
Yeah, the question mark kick, if it landed, would have been devastating, but he threw that very close, which could have ended very badly for him. I know that certain players don't have elbows. Does Kobe have elbows in this game?
Yeah, he does.
I think yeah. So he was in elbow range when he threw that question mark kick. So that could have been very, very detrimental to him. But he eats a high kick off of the break right there. Leon Edwards, all his high kicks are, I think, are 4-star, 3-star, or above or something. So got to watch out for those. And that may have swung the round to Top Gun's favor. This might be a 1-1 match. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows with the judges. In my opinion, I think Kobe still got the round. He only had that one big head kick, but Kobe was on top of him pretty much the whole round.
Yeah, and if you paid any attention to my fight, people, just know the amount of rocks you get does not win you the fight. So you got to play it for all 3 rounds here. So
yeah,
let's see how they come into this third round. What reads Top Gun has made. If he's going,
quick ankle pick. I like that ankle pick.
Did you see the front kick coming out though?
Yeah, he was a bit late on it. But
if
he had the right
that
idea.
would have landed when he was going down for that takedown, that is lights out sleep. I mean, if it is not a flash KO, I'm very surprised to ever see that sequence. If it were to happen, to not be a knockout. So, very lucky Loganoff got that takedown at the time that he did.
Yeah, and I would have liked to see Top Gun, go up, for the cage transition. It's really quick. It's hard to deny. So, but we're in backside here, and I think Kobe's gonna just look to land some strikes and kind of just get that good control time.
Yeah, you could definitely tell SVG Loganoff was feinting to try to get away from the sprawl position to not get put on the fence. But if I was Top Gun, I definitely would have went for the up transition right after one of those feints. But right now, he is in a tough position where Kobe is facing the cage and has him pressed up against it, and it's going to be very much harder for him to get up now.
Yeah, if I was Leon, I would probably just sit, deny, and wait for a stand-up. But and he gets up. Yeah,
you think you want to sit, deny, and wait for a stand-up, but there's only 2 minutes left in this fight. He has 1 rock to his name, but Loganoff winning the control time by a lot. Would love to see the stats as of this moment right now, going into getting down to 2 minutes left of the fight. Is this legal?
Is this legal here?
No, unfortunately it isn't. And if Loganoff does get, he's got it, I think. Which is actually a shame, because Loganoff was doing what he needed to do to win, but unfortunately. That is illegal. That is an illegal move that Loganoff used against Top Gun. So this will mean that Loganoff is going to get disqualified. He'll have a DQ loss on his record now, and Top Gun will actually get that win. So it's such a shame. It's such a shame to see. Although this fight may have not been, the best from both men, unfortunately. Loganoff will be DQ'd for that.
Yeah, and you got to think Loganoff was coached into a decision win right there, but elected to go for the kill and the choke right there, and gave up the win for it. Yeah. So learning lessons.
Yeah, I would just like to specify the back sitting rear naked choke is banned, but I think the back flat rear naked choke is fine. So if you want to go for an RNC, being back flat, I'm not actually sure what other positions you can use a RNC in, but back sitting is definitely not one of them. That is illegal here, as well as a lot of other leagues. So please read the rules, guys. Like, read our ban techniques, read the restricted techniques, all that stuff. It just makes it so much easier. And yeah, unfortunately, Top Gun, well, no, unfortunately, Loginov will be getting DQ'd for that. But anyway, let's forget about that now. The ninth fight of the night, Gotham versus NBK Vuk. And I know a lot about Vuk. You know, he's a very, very good grappler, and he's using RDA, which will help him a lot with the jiu-jitsu as well. I'm not too sure about his actual wrestling stats. I think either you or Perk, either Von or Perk can talk more about that. But Gotham as well, he's still a very good striker. You know, I think he came off a loss, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, like, I'll leave it to you two guys.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about MBK Vuk. You know, I've heard good things about him. You know, he's pretty balanced. You know, he's good on the feet. He's good on the ground. And, you know, I've just only heard good things. And as far as Gotham, I've never heard of him, but I'm pretty sure, you know, he's going against, you know, a tough guy. He's going to look to put on a show, you know, using that Dustin Poirier pick. You know, he's going to use the boxing and, you know, all the hooks, uppercuts. And RDA, you know, RDA, he's good everywhere. He could do anything. He has subs, takedowns, good hands, good kicks. He's, you know, really balanced.
Yeah, and I am one that can tell you quite a bit about Gotham. I think I have fought in this person more times in competition fighting than anybody has fought anybody in competition fights. We've had over 25 comp fights, sadly, and I think his record, I've won like 5 and he's won the rest. He's just that guy. You know, everybody has someone that they just can't figure out. Gotham is that person for me. Gotham is a very strong boxer. He loves his leg kicks. But the key to success for Vuk here with the RDA pick is I think Gotham's wrestling might be a little bit weaker than Vuk's. So if this goes to the ground, be ready for this to be an all-ground affair. And as I see here too, Gotham going with his usual Leon Edwards pick. He was a savage with him before. He's even better now. Wait, hold on. I don't know why I said he was going with that pick when I already knew he was going Dustin Poirier. But
you're good.
Yeah,
it happens.
Yeah, but you got to think also too, the Dustin Poirier pick to counteract, you know, to have some boxing plus that jiu-jitsu on the ground.
Yeah, he has really good subs. You know, he has really good chokes as well. And he also has rubber guard off of his back. So I mean,
yeah, I'm pretty sure he has pretty good bottom control too.
Yeah, and he has the omoplata. You know, he has a lot of tools off of his back.
Yeah, and you can flying arm bar with him. You can do just about every I mean, not every, but I mean, he has probably 70% of the submissions in his arsenal. But as we coming out here, Gotham taking the back foot, it looks like. Starting off with 2 leg kicks, not surprised there. MBK Vuk looking like he's just trying to make that read, get that clinch, see what he can do here.
Yeah, and he looks early for that takedown. He looked for a clinch first, and then he shot for the ankle pick. So you know he's kind of showing his card. He wants to grapple early.
Yeah, and that very well could be what Gotham needed to see to make some adjustments in this fight already to maybe put himself ahead. Nice hook right there as he kind of slipped inside there.
Yeah, and he goes for the clinch. He gets it this time. Pushes him to the cage. There's another takedown, turning takedown.
And good takedown attempt right there. You know, if I'm Gotham, I'm definitely...
oh, this isn't good.
Yeah. Is RDA's ground striking pretty up there?
I think it's okay. I think it's about a 3-star. It's probably like a flat 90 or somewhere around there.
Yeah. But when we all know Dustin has the ability, nice top mount ground and pound right here. Gotham and Dustin Poirier, big denial here.
That's a big denial from Mount. Opens up submission.
Yeah, I think he expected the stamina to be down just a little bit more, but he had the stamina to get out of that pretty easily. But still getting rained down on by MBK
big
Vuk.
shots.
Yeah, this is not good. And, bad transition to go for versus
I
Vuk.
like that. I like what Vuk is doing here.
Yeah, man. Vuk, actually, he's 1-0 on me as well. He is a very, very good stand-up fighter as well, too. But right now, just showing that masterclass on the ground, keeping it in top mount. As we know, that is not an easy thing to do.
Yeah, it is not. And he gets another denial. He's been here kind of for like the whole round, like a solid 3 minutes now.
Yeah,
and he gets a rock.
You can only take so many posture ups from that top mount position.
We're going to see a sub here. He gets the denial and the rock. The stamina goes all the way down, and this isn't looking good.
Yeah, both guys have 0 stamina, so it is going to be an even sub right here. So it's going to be who has the better skill in the sub O or sub D right here.
Yeah, and
which way is it turning?
Because once he sits down, the chain it gets really fast. The bar starts really going for RDA.
I think he's going to get out, or is he? I can't read that. I think he's going to get out.
He's going to get out.
Okay. Yeah, and definitely would have had that sub if he would have had some more stamina, but right there just showing how dangerous he can be with the submissions, even with no stamina. Gotham has to be aware of that coming into the second.
Yeah, that was a dominant round for Vuk. He came out, landed some big shots and mount, and then, got a couple denies, and then, he was also going for subs, so he was staying active. He's looking for the kill.
I think we could call that a 10-8 round.
Yeah, I think that was a 10-8 round.
Right here, both come back into the middle of the octagon. Nice, trying to use head movement when he's going. But he tries the chain takedown and gets denied by both. Okay, I don't know if you noticed there, Vaughn, but Gotham, I thought he definitely got took down because he pulled whenever he went for the takedown, but still denied it. But does not matter. Back is taken. Vaughn, what do you see here, bud?
Yeah, RDA, he has a bunch of subs. He has the armbar, the choke. The choke, you can't use it, but the armbar is there still. Oh, and he's going to win that transition battle. They were both transitioning at the same time, but the back sitting, is a faster transition.
Yeah, and Vuk, very, very well, talented on the ground.
Good. This is not good. This is not good.
And as we said, this is legal. I think if you get put into back flat, you deserve to get choked. But anyway, good D right there by Gotham. But he reapplies it immediately.
Yeah, this is probably the second strongest sub in the game, right next to the rocked arm triangle. This is one of the best subs in the game.
Yeah, man, and Gotham having to work to get out of this right now. And he does get out, but only into half guard. Still the dominant position for Vuk right here on the ground. This is not looking good for Gotham. This is not what he planned on this fight for going, obviously. But it's really showing the weaknesses of Gotham right here, or we're seeing just the overpoweredness of Vuk's wrestling. What do you think, Vaughn? Beautiful ground and pound right there coming down. You with me, Vaughn?
Yeah.
Beautiful knockout. Yeah,
oh, man.
beautiful ground and pound knockout. And as we were saying earlier, Vaughn, he could only take so many of those top mount ground and pound posture ups. And Vuk comes in with the RDA pick, puts Dustin Poirier to sleep. And that is a name you are going to want to look out for, people, is MPK Vuk coming up on these leaderboards. Not somebody you want to see next to your name, Vaughn.
Yeah, and I like how, Vuk was going for the kill. He's not looking just to lay and pray. He's going for mount. He's going for subs. He's looking to get the kill. He wants to finish the fight. And, Gotham really had, nothing to offer him down there.
Yeah, that's something I love to see is someone that's not going to lay and pray, someone that's going to give you some action on the ground, make it an exciting ground fight. And that was a very aesthetically pleasing ground fight to watch for MBK Vuk putting on a masterclass performance with RDA. But up next, we have ICB Demon and STK Diaz, the Showtime Killer Diaz. They say it's an ICB world, but STK just made it into the ESFL. Diaz, I think, getting one of them wins in the qualifiers for him. This will be in the flyweight division. Vaughn, have you fought either of these guys?
I have not. I've seen Diaz fight. He fought my teammate, and I've heard of Demon. So I think this is going to be a good fight. Both of these guys are, both balanced. Diaz is a brawler. He likes to, trade and look for the knockout. And I think Demon, he has some good takedowns, and he likes to grapple, but he'll also strike too. So both of them are very good, both places.
Yeah, and this is not ESFL, this is OFC, but going into ESFL, this STK Diaz, he probably has something to prove on on these other cards he's fighting on as well. Wants to put on good shows and stuff to make his team look good, as it is team based. But we're not talking about ESFL. We were talking about OFC. The Brandon Moreno pick, 5-star boxing combinations. But we all know about the footwork and the kicks of Diaz. Vaughn, to me, it looks like he's going to want to get it to the ground, or he can box either way with Demon. So what do you think the key to success is here?
Yeah, I think Moreno has to use that boxing, and then if he wants a takedown, if it's not going to get on the feet, he could always shoot for the takedown, because Brandon could pretty much do everything on this game. Besides, he doesn't have that good subs, but he could do a little bit of everything. And then we already know Dillashaw. Dillashaw is the same way. He can do everything. He can grapple. He can strike. He has good kicks. He's pretty versatile,
Yes. And I am just now noticing that this is the Demon that I took an L to last week. I got too fancy with a Pettis kick and got knocked out by his McGregor. So I do know this Demon pretty well. His boxing is pretty crazy. He has great combos, but his wrestling is nothing to be he has great wrestling. So this should be interesting to see what he's going to do here, Vaughn.
Yeah, I'm actually going to step out. I'm gonna go ahead and go now. That was my last fight, but thanks for Lucci and ATB for having me.
Yeah, sure, no worries, man. But
yeah, man.
Anyway, with Vaughn's departure, I would also like to bring in TFA Top Gun into the commentary for our last 3 fights. So yeah, Top Gun, what do you actually think about the fight so far? Like, it seems to be quite a grapple-heavy matchup.
And it definitely looks like Demon's getting the best of them on top. So we'll see if he continue to keep it on the ground and maybe do a lot of damage. Now he's in side control, and see if he can, and he gets back up now.
Good transition there, but sorry, go ahead, Top Gun.
I just think Vaughn did a good job. So it's we're hard replacing him. But I'm glad to be with you guys.
Vaughn, GOAT of the community, but we are glad to have you in here, Top Gun. You cannot be replaced, buddy. But either way, I see some beautiful combinations coming out right here about both guys, and some nice head movement and stuff. Demon winning the ground game so far, but look out for Diaz, because he does have that crazy good striking, and this could be over in a flash with either of these fighters. Top Gun, what do you think?
Yeah, I just watching Diaz fight this past week, and he, definitely his boxing is his main thing that he does and he's good at. So we'll see if he can against Demon.
Yeah, man, you see Demon's boxing as getting the rock there. Demon's boxing is very equally matched. But Demon has to be worrisome of throwing those big shots, and you know, Dillashaw getting that slip down, draining his stamina to nothing. You know, it could be a body rock finish very quickly. Nice takedown defense right there.
Wow.
Yeah, man. You know, Top Gun, if you're Dillashaw right here going against a 5-star boxing combination wrestler, what are you doing to win?
Man, that's a tough one because if I'm losing the stand-up battle, I normally want to try to take it to the ground, but Moreno has such good ground game as well, and it looks like Demon's so well-rounded. You got to catch him slipping, make a mistake, and then he come in there, and that's what you're going to have to look for.
Yeah, man, 100%. And if you know Demon, he is I am the GOAT on on Discord, and he I'm pretty sure he made it to top 100 this past season. So he is someone to be feared in this league. Like I said, he knocked me out in round 1 last week. Beautiful double uppercut by Dillashaw. Yeah, beautiful double right there into the body hooks. He is trying. He is not trying. He is draining that stamina of Moreno pretty well with steadily just tapping that body. But you know, Moreno sticking in that pocket and draining the head health.
But I'd like him to go to the body more, but I'd like him to stop throwing the flying knee. I think that's just killing his stamina, as it is right there when he misses.
Yeah, and someone like Demon, you know, is going to read that, and he's going to slip one of those and throw a hook or an elbow, and it's going to be out. It's going to be done.
That's all. But one mistake.
Yeah, and you know, arguably winning the first and the second in here so far, and securing the takedown right here just to give himself a little bit more leeway with the judges. Demon, I think he's running away with his fight here so far.
Besides the rock in the beginning of the match, or in the beginning of the second round, I mean, Demon just kind of.
Oh yeah, that was Diaz that got that double uppercut rock. So closer fight than I would expect. But right now, I am saying Demon still is ahead. I think in the judges' eyes, he has the control time, and he's throwing. He has a lot of head health drained on Dillashaw right now. So Dillashaw needs to use some head movement, not get that block tore down, but be careful at the same time.
Be careful too, because his head health is getting low.
Yeah, man, we see some of those signature lunges by Dillashaw there, and we're also seeing STK Diaz is not worried about the Brandon Moreno pick. Will go down and take down Demon as well to get that takedown back and try to secure some control time back in the eyes of the judges right here and see what he can do on the ground.
And he just got reversed again. And then another reversal, back-to-back reversals. That's some good groundwork by both men.
Yeah, and, you know, Demon right there, that reversal very well could have been because of the lack of the stamina and what the stamina Diaz does have. So this very well could play a major part in this ground sequence is the stamina management right here. Wow, sweeps him over into the half guard.
Yeah, I think it could have been it for him, and
yeah, I'm really just watching for every posture up now, thinking this might be the end for whoever is on the bottom. But as round 2 ends, round 2, right there, FCK Diaz definitely took that round. ICB Demon definitely took the first. This is 1-1 going into the third. Exciting match here, people.
They're keeping it interesting here.
Yeah, man, this is what you love to see, man. Two people fighting for their lives, going at it, knowing that they have to go win this round, or you know, nobody wants to go to the judges, so definitely try to get the finish in this round. And this is not OWC. You did not have 5 rounds. You're not in the main event. You did not have 5 rounds to do it. But another rock for ICB Demon, using those 5-star boxing combos very well. And Top Gun, what does Diaz have to do to come back here?
He not let him take him down right there and get that control. and especially not to side guard. You have to get back up, and that's the only way I could see it happening. Get back up, get some good shots, let Moreno make a mistake.
Yeah, and very high IQ fighter is Demon. So that mistake is going to be hard to find. So Diaz might have to make his own opportunities there. Sorry, I had the hiccups there, but he might have to make his own opportunities and needs to get up off the ground right here. Needs to get something done with these 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third. Demon electing to let him up.
He's already got a rock this round. I mean, he's already got a rock. He's already winning the stand-up. If that was me, I would do the same thing. I mean, you can make that mistake.
Yeah, I think Demon definitely trusts his hands enough though, and trusts his IQ enough to where I think he thinks he either needs the finish or he can coast to a decision win right here, winning the ground and the striking battle. Lots of damage being done right now.
Yes, but his stam is gone.
Both guys' stam is suffering very well, but only a minute left.
Oh, and
yeah.
Down.
This could be it. Oh, but he slips it. He survives. But, that brings this fight very interesting into the eyes of the judges right here. Who is going to get that next rock in this 50 seconds? Oh, and we get a takedown. We might not see that rock or that crucial strike. Go ahead.
I mean, that could have stolen the round right there, and now he's going to win the fight because that knockdown.
Uh-oh. I don't know if he has enough time, but he has him with no stamina. God, he would have loved to have had this with a minute left in the round, but there's only 7 seconds left. He is safe from the submission. This is going to be a funny decision, I think, because we all know how the E8 judges are, and really hard to see from just watching that fight who won. But it is... Oh, STK Diaz slips out with the win. What do you think about that, Top?
It had to be the knockdown. Like I said, he was definitely losing the round until he got stood back up. Like we said, he had to get back up. He got back up. Moreno made the mistake, and he capitalized, and he won the fight.
100%, Top Gun. You're right. He definitely should have, transitioned over to the back and tried to get some ground and pound in and just, win the round with that control time. But, man, STK Diaz coming in with an impressive performance. Both guys impressed me in that fight very much.
A hell of a fight, either way.
Yeah. STK coming on top over ICB. But right now, this is the time we were waiting for, the co-main event and the main. But we'll start with the Raw Ute, a dangerous boxer versus Raw Lucci. Pressure fighter is Ute, great boxing, 3-fight win streak. Great kickboxer as well. Raw Lucci, a composed fighter, clean combos, former champ, kickboxer with the Diaz pick. What do you see here, Top?
I see experience in Lucci, and then I see Raw Ute. That's an up-and-coming fighter that is very talented, and I think it's going to be a good fight. And they're teammates, so it should even make it more interesting here.
Yeah, being as teammates, both guys obviously will know each other very well. You get the Vettori pick here, who is going to have the wrestling advantage over Diaz. Diaz with the 5-star boxing combos, but we all know Vettori, no slouch with the hands himself. Raw Ute, one thing I fought him quite a bit, very good head movement with his boxing, very calculated head movement, loves to work the body. I have not seen Lucci fight too much, unfortunately, but I am going to get to see it right here, and I cannot wait. This is going to be a banger as we get into this.
So, actually, before we start this fight, I'd just like to say we have 2 fighters off of reaching 100 PlayStation fighters and one fighter off reaching 30 Xbox fighters. So if you have a community role in the server or are new to this league in general, please join and let's get some brilliant fighters into our roster. We would love to have as many fighters as possible to showcase as many fire styles and fights. So please get joining and just enjoy this fight.
Yeah, as you're saying, that beautiful front kick you threw out there, Lucci, and into the death kick attempt right there.
Off the bat.
Yeah, Lucci putting on the pressure, but you using that, I think was that some head movement right there?
His head movement.
Yeah, man, he's some nice head movement to get that rock, and he takes the early advantage in this fight right here. But if we know a Diaz fight, it's not a Diaz fight unless he gets rocked at least once. So Lucci right there making space with that spin kick, hit him with the uppercut hook right there.
Yeah.
Beautiful combo. Man, Top, these guys are coming out firing.
You can tell both of them are really good boxers. It's just who's going to make the mistake right here.
Yeah, and you can also both very high IQ fighters, both throwing smartly. And the only reason they're getting tagged is just because the other is that good. So, but Vettori right here with the advantage on the ground. Nick Diaz does have the jiu-jitsu background, but Vettori going to be massively gaining in the ground strike, in the ground stats right here, which I think might be a key to victory for you. What do you think, Top?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Vettori is he's got that, if he can get you and posture up, he's so powerful coming from up top. And that's how, he can hurt your head health. He's not a big submission guy, but he does have actually some submissions that you wouldn't expect with him.
Yeah, and I think he's actually listed as a balanced fighter, and I think someone in chat might be able to tell us, but you're talking about that ground and pound. I'd love to know what the ground and pound rating is for Vettori, because that could come into play very soon here. But Lucci standing it back up and firing off a combo, but he throws a kick. He throws a kick too close into range.
Yeah.
Oh, he tried to pull back and elbow while he was still hurt, and you could have capitalized right there, but missed his opportunity.
You can tell that they have fought each other numerous times, and that's always hard when you fight when your teammates, because you spar them a lot, so you know how they fight.
Right. Yeah. 100%, man. And one thing I'm noticing here is Lucci's not just boxing; he's using the spin kick to keep his space. He landed that really nice front kick in the first minute of the fight. Not just sticking to the boxing roots, but that kick that he did throw did get him in trouble and got him rocked. So will he make that read and adjust coming into the second? What will you do? I think he needs to wrestle. What do you think, Top?
I like wrestling. I think if you wrestled him and kept him on the ground, he's already killing his stam. We know Nick Diaz doesn't have the best stam, so yeah. And if I'm Lucci, I want to see him go to the body more and get that stam down for Vettori.
I think Diaz is one of his best things is his stamina. I could be wrong, but I think the Diaz brothers are pretty infamous for their stamina. But right now, you keeping him pressed up against that cage, steadily throwing that jab out there, working that block. But no shortage of combos coming from Raw Lucci right here. Ooh, death kick almost lands. Yeah, death kick almost lands very significantly there, Top, and that very well could have changed the tide of this fight.
I'm curious about his stamp. For some reason, I thought it was a little bit lower, in like the low, probably like 91.
Yeah, one thing I'm seeing here is, these guys don't have great kickboxing. Nice rock there by Ute. The kickboxing combos are not very high for Diaz and Vettori, which is why it looks like two grandmas throwing kicks whenever they throw a kick. But both guys almost getting caught because of how slow some of those body kicks are, so they need to be aware of their range when they do throw that kick, because one or the other very well could move in and put their lights out. Top.
Anytime you do a leg kick like that, you need to be away from distance, because if you're in the pocket and he hooks and he gets you a hook, it's going to be an automatic rock almost every time.
Yeah. And, right now, I think you actually winning the stamina battle over Raw Lucci. Very surprised to see that, actually. The head health is not looking too good for you right now, though. Lucci, those combos are hitting that block, and they are steadily draining that head health down. But as I say that, the head health blinking for Lucci over there himself, and he's up on the cage. What do you want to see here, Top? Oh. And he gets rocked.
To the body, and he backs off, and he gets him again with the elbow.
Yeah, used the elbow just like a little jab to the face, knocked him down, and all he needed was a couple strikes on the cage he had that low head health, and that's all it took. Two teammates going at it for a war right there. And, massive respect, I'm sure, on both ends, but Raw Ute coming out with the victory. Would very much love to see this one happen again sometime soon. Beautiful fight by both guys. What did you think of that, Tom?
Great fight, man. I thought you did what he had to do to get in there, and he actually has some boxing, so he used it, and he got the W against his teammate.
Yes, it was quite painful, to be fair, because obviously, I do not want to fight, really good mates or cam mates. So when I was matchmaking this, I was thinking oh shit, who could I actually put myself up against? But you was the only person who actually made sense, and I'm actually glad he won, because I don't think I would have been able to hang on into the top 5 much longer. But with you winning this fight, it definitely, helped out a cam mate, potentially getting the belt already, we know Raw Bacon has the belt, who is another cam mate, so that would probably be even more worse to have to try and match them two up together if, Bacon does defend his belt next week. But we'll just have to see, really. But after that loss, I am going to announce my retirement from this league. For the end of the season, to the end of the season anyway. This just so obviously I can fully focus on the league, fully focus on the matchmaking and stuff like that. And I feel like that will be better. But, no discredit to you, man. He is an absolute warrior. He has improved so fucking much, really. But yeah.
He improves every fight, I swear he does.
Yeah, honestly, he actually does. It's unbelievable, man. But I try making it awkward. Me and him were talking a while after our fight. I told him, I was trying to make it awkward because I know that if I fought him cleanly, he would have destroyed me. But I tried my best. So we'll just have to see. But anyway, enough of the co-main. We're now on the main event of the evening. ZATOX versus Carter. I think, ranked 4 versus ranked 6. Carter on an absolute mental streak right now. Could potentially go 4-0. That is unbelievable for a guy who doesn't even have a camp. I think he's regarded as one of the best kind of guys without a camp. So we know how he fights. We know how ZATOX fights. Both have great ground game, great striking. Carter got a very high IQ, fight IQ, and if he can beat, I'm not sure if he's already beaten a former champion, but if he can beat ZATOX, who is obviously a former champion, that just shows his levels are so high up. And if he wins today, like that can mean massive things, especially for the UK UFC floor scene. So, what do you expect?
Man, what I'm expecting is I'm expecting to see a striking masterclass from Carter. The other day, and I saw Carter on a stream beat Nas, one of the top players in the world, and Carter, in my opinion, one of the better players in the community that is not, in a camp or affiliated with anybody. And actually used Dillashaw to knock out Nas, so he has a very good Dillashaw. But ZATOX, former champion, going with Triple C, Henry Cejudo. If he gets this to the ground, it could be bad, But I am looking for a striking masterclass from Carter. Great takedown defense, great striking, great ground game. Can he put it all together here to defeat ZATOX? What do you think, Top Gun?
Not much about either one of these guys, but y'all got me hyped just thinking about it and just hearing y'all talk about it. And ZATOX being a former champ, it seems like if his grappling is where it is, he's going to need to take it to the ground. If Carter's that good of a striker and high IQ, then I would definitely that's going to be his way to victory, I would see.
Oh, my friend Top, you are in for a treat if you have never seen Carter fight before. I personally have never seen ZATOX fight. I am hyped for this, to see the Triple C Henry Cejudo pick versus the Dillashaw TJ Dillashaw pick. And I was just about to say, let's get going, and we get into this fight. This is going to be a banger. I absolutely cannot wait for you to see this, Top, if you haven't ever seen these two fight.
No, I guess Carter's new to the community or something. I haven't really heard
No. Carter is he's a young lad, but he's very much a veteran.
Camp.
He's very much a veteran of the Discord scene. Very well would be ESFL if he was not banned. But just get ready for a war right here. I'm not really sure what to expect to see from the ZATOX point of view right here. But here we go. And Carter coming out smartly, using his jab. And if you notice, Top, Carter already switching stances, giving ZATOX a different look.
Well, Dillis, that crazy switch stance.
Yeah, I think it's a 97.
It's up there. I know it's in the high 90s. And there we're just talking about the key to victory is the wrestling, and he takes him down on his first attempt.
Yeah, man, you 100% the key to victory for ZATOX is going to be to wrestle Carter, but Carter himself is a very, very talented wrestler. So, and using Dillashaw, we all know the ground and pound Dillashaw possesses. The top game is highly rated for Dillashaw. But right now, I'm looking for Carter to get up back on his feet to where he's comfortable. Carter is one of the more creative strikers in the community, I believe. You'll never be able to guess what he's going to throw twice.
That's always a good thing to have in your back pocket. So let's see if he elects to get side control and stand up, or if he wants to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, but see, the thing you're noticing about Carter here so far is his IQ. He got taken down, but he got the advantage in the position, and he did not stand it up. He is electing to keep it on the ground because he's not worried about the ground. He knows he has the skill to win it here if he has to, and right now he is building up that GA, making it almost impossible for ZATOX to get these denials here, but a good one there.
Cejudo has very good bottom control as call as well.
Yeah, and Triple C not bad with the hands himself, if I am correct, and a quick armbar. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, he lets it go. Very smart, high IQ. He knew from the rip. He did not have the jump. and he let it go, not wasting any time. Beautiful right there by Carter.
Over to side control, back to half guard.
And, you know, right here, I'm thinking Carter is – yeah, man, I think, you know, Carter right here is showing ZATOX, okay, you want to go triple C, Henry Cejudo, okay, you know, I'll wrestle back with you, and I'll show you how it's done. So this guy's saying, you know, what you can do, I can do better. So right now, raining down on ZATOX, but he gets the slip. A little too late, though, as the round ends, and that definitely goes to Carter. What does ZATOX need to do coming into the second, Top?
Are going to try to wrestle him. You need to try to stay on top and keep him from transitioning. And if not, then I'd like to see him try some body work. Try something, get his stamina low.
Yeah, we all know, you know, it becomes that much tougher on the ground when your stamina is zapped. But Carter coming in, basically like his stamina was never touched. And he's got the full power behind those punches. And like I said, man, if you pay attention to his striking, you never know what's going to come twice. So this is going to be a tough hill to climb back up for ZATOX. Especially after Carter coming into round 2 and immediately getting a rock. Sorry, go ahead, Top.
I mean, it's just so clean the way he's boxing. I mean, he's just keeping his head away from getting hit himself. So
yeah, and
like,
you know,
to the side.
Yeah, and I don't want to take anything away from ZATOX, man. This dude, I can already tell you, he is a fantastic fighter just from seeing him fight right here. He has great fight IQ. Yeah. Carter is just Carter. Carter does what he does. And what he does is he plays UFC. And he loves this game, or has to, or something, because he is damn good at it. And as we see him electing to go for the takedown there, as ZATOX had him on the cage, and that just shows some more fight IQ right there, Top.
I mean, he's just pressuring him. He's not letting up. He takes him down, lets him back up, then he keeps pressuring him again. I mean, sometimes that can be overwhelming for people.
Yeah, and right now I'm seeing ZATOX, you know, swinging for his life, thinking that, you know, he probably needs to get a few rocks and stuff. He probably should, you know, try to elect to keep it on the ground in a dominant position, being Triple C versus Dillashaw. But Carter, I think, leaving him no choice but to give him that comeback that he has to have already.
And we got to remember, we have 5 rounds. This is main event, so you have 5 rounds. You know, if you can be patient a little bit more, try to be patient a little bit more, and find your spot.
Yeah, and, you know, Carter doing a beautiful job right here striking. But, you know, as you just said, it is 5 rounds. One thing I would like to see Carter do is go down low a little bit. But I promise you, he isn't forgotten about the body. He will go down there whenever he sees his chance. He just doesn't do anything that dangerous this early. So just once again, showing the fight IQ of Carter. And, you know, there's really not much more I can say right now, Top. It's just this is a lot of pressure. And
that was a killer combo. And then he rocks him with a front kick and then a hard lead kick.
Yeah, gets the head kick with the front kick, and then gets the leg rock on top of that, man. Really, you know, going for the finish, but going for it in the eyes of the judges as well. You know, getting them rocks everywhere, all the way around. You know, winning the control time, not letting Cejudo control the ground game. Really taking it to him on the feet, giving him that pressure, the takedowns and everything. Right now, Carter is just putting on and look at that stamina of where Carter's is coming into the 3rd round. ZATOX is too. Both these guys are doing fantastic with their stamina.
And he just out of round 3, and he gets a rock from a jab, and then goes to the roundhouse, ducking roundhouse kick.
Yeah, and that is, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, a 5-star duck and roundhouse from Dillashaw. It's either 5 or 4. But, Carter right here sitting back, waiting for his chance. He's I can see him.
In his face.
Yeah, I can see him calculating the shot, what he wants to do. Then he comes in and he does it, man. And if you look at the head health over on ZATOX, it is not looking good for a 5-round fight at all. And if you look over at Carter's, it looks like he's ready to go for 10 rounds.
You can tell the difference in just the boxing and everything right now, just the way he is. He's being patient, and that's such a key. Like, he's not being over aggressive. He knows what he's got to do to win. He's already winning, so now he can pick his spot and go for the knockout when he sees fit.
Yeah, man, 100%. And like you've already noted, he's got 5 rounds to work. And that is something someone like Carter is not going to forget. Then he hits him with the rear hook.
And another one.
The clinch breaking uppercut knockdown right there as well. Nice little lead body hook. And Carter is showing that beautiful IQ of what the strike sequences he's picking to throw right here.
Gets the takedown and see what he can do with it.
And, this is what ZATOX needs to do, but is it too late is the question. It is a 5-round fight, but we are in round 3, and Carter is showing that he is the superior wrestler on top of the superior striker. So, I'm thinking, I'm thinking ZATOX really is going to have to pull something out of nothing here.
It's not looking good, but he gets it standing back up, and now he's doing see what if he can do any clinch work, and he backs off.
Ooh, I think he, whether it was intentional or not, slipped that flying knee. Yeah. So that could have been a very crucial point for ZATOX to capitalize on that, but he didn't. So.
He's kind of getting a little. ZATOX is kind of backing up a little bit and not being quite as aggressive as he was either.
Yeah, and if you notice at the end of that round, Carter doing heavy work to the stamina. Stamina finally draining after round 3 for ZATOX. Let's see what it is coming into the 4th right here. Yes, Carter with the stamina advantage just by a little bit, but doing that work to get that advantage. He used his kickboxing very well to throw the kicks to the open side of the body. And he
full elbow.
Full elbow to put him down. Yeah. Wow. Beautiful. And, he's after he gets that rock, he's using that clinch to, break down that block a little more. And that just shows you some more fight IQ right there. And the free transition over into side control. A main event that is definitely not disappointing.
Carter's just showing that he if he fight, that he probably should be next in line for a title fight with Bacon.
Yeah, I couldn't agree anymore. In Top Mount elects to let him up. That shows the confidence that Carter does possess right here, which is absolutely insane. You're going to let someone up off the top mount.
Be dangerous, man. Like your mom always says, don't play with your food. I don't understand that, but, he feels more comfortable somewhere else. And
maybe he feels something, though, because, maybe he feels he just knows that he has it, or, I don't know, but I definitely can get that feeling sometimes when I think I definitely just have somebody, and then I eat a shot that flash KOs me. So Carter does have to be careful right here, but doing beautiful body work now.
Good.
And like I said earlier,
solo.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, man, he wasn't electing to really go for the body until he picked his time right to. And Triple C, Henry Cejudo, was not ready for the double hooks to the body, which put him down. And now his stamina is in detrimental state right now.
won't take but another one good shot, and it's over with. And
Oh, he
there's another
tried.
knockdown.
Yeah, he tries to clinch him, and and then he eats the lead elbow.
And there's that ducking roundhouse.
Yep, there's that ducking roundhouse. Very high power kick for Dillashaw. I think it broke through the block completely of Cejudo right there. So Carter knows now, Top, that all he needs to do is be never mind. And he puts him down with the jab knockout. And man, what that is performance of the night for me. Masterclass by Carter, showing he is one of the top in OFC, definitely probably in line for the next title shot. What do you take away from that main event there, Top?
I mean, you've seen the same thing. We definitely a contender. Is not only his wrestling, but his boxing. And I definitely think he's next in line. That was an incredible performance. So congratulations to Carter.
Yes, very much. Congratulations to Carter on your main event win in the OFC Fight Night 6. And I think this is my cue to pass it over to Lucci.
Yeah, what a fight. Brilliant performance by Carter. And you got to raise ZATOX heart, man. Like the way he was taking some of the shots, like I was even surprised it went into the fourth round. Really, like the fourth and fifth rounds are the championship rounds, and you got to really rate ZATOX's heart. Like obviously he was a former champion, so he's been through hardships.
I said it in the fight. In the fight right there. Sorry to interrupt you, Lucy, but you could still tell ZATOX was a very, very skilled fighter and with high IQ, but Carter was just that much better tonight. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you there. Like Carter just shows, he's the next big thing. Now 4-0, clearly, deserve the title shot. So I'm making this official. OFC 12. It will be headlined by the PlayStation title fight, Raw Bacon versus Carter. That is our main event for OFC 12, and that will be our middleweight. Because obviously we know the rule, like in the rules, it states the champion does get to decide the weight. And I can also somewhat announce the co-main event, and I think it's probably quite clear if any of you have checked the sign-ups. The co-main event will be headlined by the Xbox title fight. It'll be ZATOX against.
Oh man!
Ooh, and this is actually quite a tough one.
Yeah, man. Real quick, just to throw my 2 cents in there, ZATOX. Not a player that plays in comp a whole lot, but is a legend of this game in the UFC 3 and coming into 4. His ground is nothing to be trifled with. Cannot wait to see this dude come in and fight in OFC. I think everybody's going to be very much surprised at what he does. Go ahead, Lucy.
Yeah, and what I found surprising as well, obviously with the Xbox tournament, ZATOX, got that great submission win over Winter, who, will be fighting again this card. So it'll be interesting to see how I match him up. But overall, we've got around 10 Xbox sign-ups, I think. So I'm hoping to get quite a few sign-ups, quite a few fights, Xbox fights on OFC 12. But I am going to make the Xbox title fight official right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen. It will be ZATOX against ICB Pigeon. That will be our Xbox title fight for the co-main event.
Go.
So that will be
exciting.
Yeah, that will be absolutely brilliant. And it is quite difficult, deciding, who should be the next title contender, because obviously I don't want ZATOX to wait another week, or I already made them wait a week, just so we can kind of find out, who's the most exciting, who's the most talented fighter. And, me and ATB both agree that Pigeon seems to be slightly more in favour of a title shot. Doesn't mean that Pip is not, I discounted from the title shot, but it is a very hard call to make, seeing as, both men are 1-1. And, maybe it might have been beneficial to give Yitzkis another week just so we can clearly see who is, the top guy. But, I feel like if Pip can win his next fight, that would 100% equal title shot, regardless of who it's against. These fighters that we got in the Xbox division right now are just absolutely legendary. We've got recent names that have just joined, such as Mystic Mac, former champ in the ECA. We also got names such as Mr. Rossetti and also King Jon Snow, who recently joined. And he's an absolute dog, King Jon Snow. I think he's also part of the ICB camp, so it'll be very interesting to see where a lot of these newer Xbox guys will match up, as well as the newer PlayStation guys will match up. But get your sign-ups in, regardless whether it's a live or unaired card. You will get a fight. You will be able to build up your records, and I'll be very excited to announce OFC 12 later on. And just have a good day, everyone.
My best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. I saw no shadow. I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt the glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. It felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They blocking your vision, but no, you can't listen. That shit is all fiction, cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They blocking your vision, but no, you can't listen. That shit is all fiction, cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you could fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna